So you don't build PCs and you don't buy memory sticks, so the RAM shortage isn't your problem, right? Well, that's wrong, because RAM is coming for your phone, your laptop, and your game console, and there's basically nothing you can do to stop it. Welcome back to Daily Noons. So we're here to break down the tech and AI trends actually shaping your life. Today we're talking about something called RAMageddon, and I promise by the end of this video, you're going to want to go buy that phone upgrade before it gets even worse. Just quick context for anybody who needs it. RAM, or random access memory, is basically the short-term memory of any device. So your phone uses it, your laptop uses it, your router, your TV box, your medical equipment, your farm tractors, all of it runs on RAM. And here's the wild thing. So about 95% of the world's RAM comes from just three companies: Samsung, SK Hynix, and then Micron. So three companies, that's it. Those three companies have been handed a golden opportunity. AI is exploding, and AI needs enormous amounts of RAM to process all that data. So what are they doing? So prioritizing AI customers are writing massive checks and leaving everyone else scrambling. All right, so let me give you some real numbers, because I think that this is where it really hits home. So phones first. So 2025 was one of the best years ever for smartphone sales. So about 1.25 billion phones shipped globally. But analysts from IDC, Omdia, and Counterpoint all agree that's about to flip. So Qualcomm CEO, and really this is the company that makes chips for most of the Android phones that you've ever touched, straight up said that the dip in smartphones will be 100% because of the memory shortage. Mid-range phones, RAM accounts for 15 to 20% of the materials costs. High-end flagships, 10 to 15%. So IDC is now predicting average phone prices could increase by 8%, with significantly higher hikes on cheaper phones. So that $500 phone you've been buying could easily jump to $600, and even your $1,000 flagship phone might not get a RAM upgrade at all. So flagship phones in 2026 are reportedly sticking at 12 gigabytes instead of moving to 16 gigs. So right now, Apple's feeling it too. Industry sources are reporting Apple may pay 80 to 100% more for memory this quarter after renegotiating with Samsung and SK Hynix. So Tim Cook himself had said he'll look at a range of options to protect Apple's margins. So basically the translation there is that iPhone prices are going up. And it's not just phones, right? So gaming, the Nintendo Switch 2 could be getting a price hike. So Sony's PS6 may be delayed to 2028 or even 2029 because of RAM constraints as well. Even Valve is discontinuing their $399 model and raising the starting price to $549. So they also announced their Steam machine is delayed specifically because of memory shortage, and price expectations need to be reset. So the $549 OLED version is currently out of stock because of the crisis as well. So laptops are arguably getting hit the hardest. So PC makers don't stockpile RAM the way phone manufacturers do. So they're getting squeezed immediately. You've got Lenovo, Dell, HP, Asus, Acer, basically every major manufacturer reportedly planning price hikes of 10, 20, or even 30%. So Dell's already started hiking prices by $55 to $765 depending on the spec. Framework, the modular laptop company, says its cost per gigabyte went from $10 to $16. So that's basically a 60% jump, and is raising prices from 6 to 16% accordingly. And Lenovo's CEO told Bloomberg his memory costs jumped 40 to 50% last quarter alone and could double soon. And this is a company that's been actively hoarding RAM to stay ahead of this shortage. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. Intel's CEO, after speaking directly with two of the big three major memory companies, said plainly there's no relief until 2028. So Micron's new fab in Idaho won't be fully operational until mid-2027 next year. And they're not expecting meaningful output until 2028. SK Hynix is saying that the shortage lasts through late 2027. And here's the kicker. These companies know overbuilding is dangerous. So not long ago, some of them were actually losing money because they produced too much. So they're choosing to build out slowly, profit as much as possible in the meantime, and then pass every single cost increase to you and me. So the RAMageddon is real. It's here. It's going to touch basically every piece of technology you interact with over the next 2 to 3 years. This is one of those macro trends that doesn't get talked about enough. outside of tech circles, but it's going to affect everyone. If you found this useful, drop a like and subscribe to Daily News for more breakdowns like this. I'll link some of the source material in the description if you want to go deeper. And if you've already noticed price hikes going up on some things that you wanted to buy, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what you're seeing out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much.